Tēnā koutou. Kia ora. Hi Aquarius. Welcome to your July tarot reading with me. We're using the Morgan Greer this month. We're going to connect with the colours as well, and we are changing the format from the last 2 months. So we're getting 4 cards, one for each week of the month, and then a clarifying card underneath. So for each of the cards. So let's see what's coming for you for July. So your first week, Temperance, the World, the 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles. Then your clarifying cards underneath, the 9 of Pentacles, Justice, the 3 of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So let's have a look. You have 3 major arcanas, some Pentacles, 2 Swords, a Cup, and a Wand. Let's start your reading up there with Temperance, one of your major arcanas. 1 foot on the ground and 1 in the water, as she or he, a bit of an androgynous angel, balances things in life. So this card is very much about balance, and because it's a major arcana card and the focus is this angelic energy, it's balance at all levels. So not just the physical, but your metaphysical, your spiritual, and your emotional. So often when Temperance is around, there is this need to reconfigure some things in your life, and possibly things like diet or exercise. That can even mean if you are over exerting yourself in one area, to bring more balance and harmony into other areas of your life as well. She does sort of give the message of saying get connected back outdoors, spend some time around water in particular, which could be very beneficial to you, and make sure that your diet is well balanced. If you're on or taking any medications or any drugs, this would be a time to make sure you monitor that usage very carefully and don't let it get out of control. That's one of the other Temperance meanings. And we come down here to see what the clarifying energy is of her. And I noticed that she's holding this beautiful food, and she has this gorgeous bird on her as well. So we're definitely getting messages about food and diet, allergies and things like that that might pop up as well. So she, though, is the exuberance of health, good health, and connection to earth. So there's definitely this connection to being outdoors and getting some sort of energy connection from the food you eat and the activities you do, which could give you clearing, like clear sludge away or blockages that are hanging around, or slowing you down or making you heavy one way or another. She is beautiful. She's opulent, caring, nurturing. She's financially stable as well, so you even balance with your finances then. So don't go overspending. Keep that in check, and make sure if you're investing things that you are choosing to invest them in appropriate ways. So she's all about kind of the glitz of life and the wonderful parts of life, the positive things, and socializing and networking and partying. But at the same time, she's holding these grapes in her hand, which are an indicator of the diet and the food, and not over partying and not doing it too much. So nothing to excess is the messages that were coming. We come to this next week in July, and we have the World card, and underneath it we have Justice. That's 2 interesting ones to turn up. So it's quite a major message that's coming, because you have the 2 major arcanas tied in together. So second week of July. First off, the World card can literally mean travelling. So some of you may be going on a trip. Now this can be a big trip, so across water and to another foreign country other than your own. It can be for several reasons. It can be for pleasure, or it can be for something that will take you on more of a learning curve in life. You may come across these various people that are involved in it. This is in Gemini, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. They can be foreign people that you meet that you might get really special bonds with, and they may even not speak the same language, but you have this, you'll just connect, and you could meet some really nice people at this time of your life. Now some of these people may be so special that they will be past life souls that come into your life for a learning lesson, because this is the karmic card, and this is often about past life issues. Now, if we come back to look at this from another perspective, there's several other perspectives. The world is about ending, so completion of cycles. So something in your life may have come to an end and you've completed a cycle, and along that cycle you have learnt much. You have gained much knowledge, and you have been able to temper the events and the behaviour around perhaps this whole journey that's come through. So it's kind of like receiving an award. She very much looks like she has received an award or an accolade. So there's a possibility for some of you it might be the end of sitting degrees or diplomas, or a job that you've been doing, or a whole big learning lesson in your own individual private life. It's a great card. It's worthy. It's empowering. It's also about going into the new future with this knowledge behind you and excitement and ready to move on. I have also noted that when this card turns up, this can actually mean physical work done on the body in that particular area. So it can mean that you choose to have some work done around there, or you are re-strengthening this part of your body where the draperies are, or there is some sort of surgical activity around there. And of course the clarifying card, the Justice card, we're talking about balance, which you had here. So you've got a double meaning in July for balance in your life. So just take heed of that, and at whatever level it means most to you. If you have anything that you have had on your mind that has not been in a balanced situation, when that card turns up for you, it usually says things are turning in your favour. So if there have been out of balance relationships around you, or situations, or work, or even the way you've been living, it's going to turn more into the positive and more in your favour. If any of you have court cases one way or another, this often means again that there is a bit more positivity coming your way and a more favourable outcome. You may still have to put the effort in, or provide papers or documentation or certificates or something, but provided you do all of that, there is a better propensity for it to work in your favour. This is also a card that sometimes turns up when there are mediations required, or separations occurring, or divorce papers and things like that being signed. So there's a possibility of that as well, which could be why the World is here. Some of you may be ending long-term relationships. The karma has finished, the deal has been done, and you are ready and free to move on. Which could be why this card is here. So there's a little bit in this third week, we have a little bit of sadness and turning our back to something, and the clarifying card is doing exactly the same thing. You're turning your back on something or someone, and probably by choice, but you may have been put into the situation and this is how you're dealing with it. That's fine. Remember, in both situations there are still energies of support and love and creative ideas and knowledge behind you. So when you turn your back on something, only do it for a short while, and try to always encompass every perspective and dynamic energy around you, because otherwise you close yourself off to some great opportunities, and in doing that you could be missing the best opportunity or the best offer that's around. So this could be emotional. It could be someone who's left your life, or who you're choosing to walk away from. And likewise this, you are looking out to see where you're headed in this new direction, because you're definitely choosing to leave something behind. Now this could even be in your career area or relationships, either or. We come to this fourth week and we see the Four of Pentacles, and underneath your clarifying one is the Queen of Swords. So this person could be related to your finances one way or another, and it's an air sign a little bit like yourself. So we see these finances, you're holding on to them as if you're worried, and we did say you need to balance things earlier on, so that's probably a good thing. But your finances possibly are in a better state than you think, and you need to let go of a little bit of the anxiety around it, and connect with your finances and understand where you've put them all and where they're invested and how those investments are going. There is the idea too that this can sometimes be applications for jobs coming in, or the offer of a job, but it may not be where you live, and you might be attending an interview or somewhere away from your own city. There's that possibility. She could be somehow involved in this, another air sign person who might be a potential employer, or someone who has something to do with your finances in one way or another, so she might be connected to them. She could be someone either suggesting a way of investing your money, or a dividend coming, or she may be giving you some even, or you may be giving her a little bit. But whatever, I often think of the Four of Pentacles as a good sign, just to not worry so much about your money, be a bit freer with it. Remember, what we focus on is what we attract. If you worry about your money and feel that you don't have enough, then you're attracting that energy in. If you feel happy about it and satisfied and trusting of where you've put your money and your investments, then you will bring that energy in. So that's your reading for July. These readings are still quite, full of a lot of information, a lot of colour to digest and work with as well. So there's plenty to think about and incorporate for the month. And then we have one more card at the end, which is an Angels and Gemstones card. And they have like a mantra on the back of them. So I will shuffle them a little bit for you, and then we will pick the 7th card down, because it's the 7th month of the year. So let's see what's coming for you guys, Aquarius. I think that's as far as they want to go. Okay. Aquamarine. So let's see what this says. Are your emotions in turmoil? Are you feeling uneasy? Spend time at the water's edge to regain emotional balance. Well, really. I knew you were getting, more than the one message about balance, and certainly this being with nature and water has really, really propelled itself through your reading. So whatever way you can take that on board, meditate on it and see how best it will suit you and how you can perhaps make the most of that message. Clear away any negative energy you may have accumulated from unsettling conversations or negative internal dialogue. Now let's see what your mantra is on the back. I am able to identify my feelings and resolve unsettling emotions. Negativity flows away effortlessly and lovingly. My emotional body is awash with positive energy. I enjoy a sense of balance. Safe travel over or on water is a certainty. How's that? That's really nice. So some of you might also be travelling in the month of July and going over water. So there we are, guys. I hope you have enjoyed your reading and the energies and messages that have arrived for you for the month of July. Thanks for listening. I wish you all a very happy, prosperous and fun July, and I shall see you in August. Thanks for subbing and liking. Ka kite anoa, much aroha. Namaste.